Hello, ladles and jelly spoons. Well, I hope everything's all right with you guys. Let me just check my... Yeah, everything's fine. We're using the right microphone. Sorry I'm late. Good afternoon, everybody. I don't have anything to see the things, but I can connect here very quickly. There you go. Quite a few people on. Doesn't tell me how. CU 555. I'm a bit late. Where am I? I'm in Craicmaster. I was late getting in, and then we had a minor emergency. Nothing drastic. And so I was late coming out. But now I can get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Oops, don't want PayPal, unless you're paying. Go to this one, share the camera, and hopefully it'll turn up. There it is. Right, so where are we? We're just in the middle of the street. I'm just walking down to town, and it was too late to go and find a pub, so I thought I'd find a pub with you. So, here we go. Let me just see what I can do. Let's see if I can do twos up. Is this good? 1, 2. Is that any good? Right, so I've got my backpack on. That's there, that's connected. That is stabilised. And all I need to do is pick this up. That's pretty heavy. The rig is heavy, but there you go. So we're walking into town. Those of you just joining us, this is Craicmaster, place where I live. And it's going to be a beautiful sunset today. Take my life in my hands. So we're going to go and find a pub to sit in. Then I'm going to show you a drive around I did in LaCaleta. And some drone footage of Duque. You might have seen on the thumbnail. So it came out quite well. I got some more, but I didn't have time to do a lot of it. So I just did a bit of Duque. And we shall see. I'm going to get better at these. So, let's get your comments up here. So, I'm sure everybody's saying good evening, good evening, good evening, or whatever's happening. I'm going to go this way so I don't get dogs to death. You know what I'm like with dogs. And there's the yellow man. And we shall see. I'll say what I'll do. I'm going to do this. Is that better? That'll do. There's a Mind Hotel. Some clouds on the mountain up there. They look like they got dust in them. It is pretty warm today, but we shall see. Oh, look at the sunset. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. So what should we do? Where should we go? You let me know. See what the temperature says. 4th of the 11th. It's bombing night tomorrow. 29 degrees. You can see it's a lot warmer than normal. Good evening, good evening. This new place open, Palmer. Too many people. Reinhold going out for a drink. with his missus. He'd be looking to get a parking spot. Oh, this place is jumping tonight. And it's still early. Ryan Hull's just found one. Don't believe it. He's got the look of the Irish, I tell you. And he's jamming. And he's just waiting, really. Let these guys go ahead. Let's see what it's like up here. My favourite Indian, masala, all the good stuff. Well, there's probably a thing on tonight. Well, oh, it's a quiz night. Look at that. It's packed. House. There you go. That's the place to be on a night, Friday night. Isn't it, really? Look at that. The Monte Cristo. So we're going to go down here. This is the Chinese that used to be on the main drag. I've never seen more than 2 people sit in it. So those of you who follow Andrew, down here, Steak 21. Where I was invited for a steak. Thoroughly enjoyed it. There you go. So we got the Belgian place. Good evening, everybody. Sorry I can't answer your questions, but we'll get there soon. Well, there's a spot for a smart. See if little Germany's got a spot for me. Take my life in my hands. Sea Soul. They don't open until 7. There you go. That's a beautiful view, isn't it? Voila. Let's have a look at the new place. So this was Mad Hatters, then it went to somewhere else, Lulu's, and next to it was La Pina, and they've taken both over now. So this whole thing from the red corner there through to the Irish bar is going to be a fine dining restaurant apparently. And this is opening up as well. It's called 7 Plates in 7 Days, which looks like it's expecting you to go there every day for a week, which would be cool. So there seems to be plenty of spots here. So I'm going to see if we can... Hallo Kerstin, hast du Platz für mich heute? Bis um 7? Keinen Platz?
Heute nicht, Schatz. Kommen jetzt gleich alle zwischen 6 und halb 7. Hello.
Hello. Alle kommen zwischen 6 und halb 7. Ah ja, wegen der Sonnenuntergang, gell?
Zeitumstellung jetzt, ja.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta find another place. Don't worry. I'm late anyway. See you next time.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
So, we'll nip back this way. Go and see if Shangri-La's open. I can usually do something in there with Bella. Hola Bella. Do you have a place for me today?
Okay.
You have a place for me today? Yeah? Where do you prefer me?
Whenever you like.
Wherever I like. Oh. Let's go over here. I can sit in the shade. There you go. Right. Cool dude. Cool dude. So, let's get the show on the road. Harap off and let's get this done. I've still got my glasses on. And my tit for. Oh, that's lovely. Let me just turn this round. I can actually turn it around physically here. There you go. Ah, gracias. This is Bella. Say hi, Bella. Okay. So that's El Habli. I was going to go there, but I've been there on Monday, so I want to make a difference. Got a nice cerveza here. Okay, so which way do we want? We'll do 1, 2, shall we? There you go. So you can get the sunset as well. Let's just get those people out of the way. And move that out there. There we go. There we go. Got a nice sunset there. Ah, relax. Cheers, ladies and jelly spoons. Timmy tonica, no. It's a beer tonight. It's Friday. As they say, sod it. I was good all last week, near enough. No, also not. Right, I got my big iPad with me, just for the commentarios. So I go directly into YouTube, turn the sound off, and search for Timothy Dowd. And see if we're live. Drone over Del Duque. There we go. I gotta watch an advert as well. Johnny Vlogger's on. Barry Keto. It's Craig. There's 93 people watching. Welcome, 93 people. Paul Scarth. Recommend Steak 21. Let's get rid of that. Stop watching the adverts. I know I should, but yeah, there you go. There you go. There we go. Cool dude. So let's go right to the beginning there. I've missed a load. I do apologise for missing. If you asked any question that I need to answer, just ask it again. Una cerveza, por favor. Yep, it's beer o'clock. Yep. What beer are you drinking? This is Amstel. It's a little bit stronger than the one they give the Dorada. So, I've got 2 shows for you tonight, two films. One is a drive around from LaCaleta, it's about 10 minutes long, and the other one is a drone shot, it's about 3 minutes long. So I'm going to show you the, while I get everything sorted, I'm going to show you the drive around from LaCaleta. This was on Monday I did this, and it is basically coming back from my walk, and I'm coming up back the 100 watching now, super, 112 it says here now. They're coming in thick and fast. So I might hang on a bit. So the way this works, first of all, I got to welcome you to Freaky Friday. Hiya. And then come straight back here, looking at that beautiful sunset, and we can go straight for twos up like this. There you go. Cool dude. In the background team, just making myself a semi-human for tonight's gig. Love the Amstel, says Johnny. Alan Fraser, beer looks refreshing. It's very good, actually, it's very good. Especially if you hadn't had one in a while. So we lost about 4 people when I said I was going to show a drive around. But don't worry. If you're just tuning in, I will show you drone footage in a minute. But first of all, I shall show you the drive around I did yesterday. So I'm going to mute myself, and I will remember, I promise, I will remember to come back afterwards. So here we are, behind Duque, just finished a live. Going to drive home through the back way of LaCaleta, and we'll stop just before we get on the motorway at Adeje. Right, let's take a look around this unfinished buildings. Living here. Or even working. Construction. What it's going to be. Somebody's rich house. Maybe we could stop that. Bit of work going on. Can you see over the fence? Right in front of you there's a barranco, so you can't build on that, so it's going to be great views. It can't be built on. Unless they build on this side of the barranco. Yeah, that could happen. And they don't tell you either. So I just walked past Tiggy's bar. I noticed 2 cars that are there every day. Or at least every day I'm here. And they don't bother parking up. They just park anywhere they like. And not this one, although he is a Mercedes, so. But it's that Porsche there. And the orange one behind it. guy in the yellow shirt got the orange one. So this is the road into LaCaleta from Fania Bay and Del Duque. You turn left here, you go to the Playa de la Enramada, the H10 Atlantic I think it's called. H10 Costa Decky, sorry. Ship. We're going past the Coral Suites. There's two hotels here actually, both owned by the same people obviously. I think one of them is adults only though, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if you know. So Coral Suites is this first one, the second one's called something else, slightly different. Corals Beach. With an S, Corals Beach. This is the back way out of LaCaleta, as I call it. Goes past the Gulf. Dual carriageways, you can do 40. Single lanes, typically 30 now. Tierra del Fuego. Burnt earth, does that mean? Or world of fire. On the right here you've got your millionaires' houses. Golf course. A lot of land for sale there. We club together, $1 each. Million of us. Now this in front of you now is a nice sort of like gently sloping winding walkway up to that big house at the top. It is a public road so you can go up it. Golf Costa Decky. Practice range.
You can't go back and take it back. You can't go back and
gotta be careful with the trees here with my camera. Don't knock it off.
You can't go back.
Should be okay because I think trucks come up here later are any low-hanging branches, they usually get clipped.
Take it back.
I did one of my villa walk-arounds in this complex here. The people haven't seen it yet, although it's finished. They're just in Florida at the moment, and they haven't given the go-ahead to put it up on YouTube yet, but I'll let you know when I do. Should be this week.
You can't go back and take it back.
Still a lot of building going on. Must be more money around than we thought.
You can't go back.
Also, all the big corporations make killings in COVID.
Take it back.
None of the normal people that are worse off.
Take it back. You can't go back.
And we're coming up to Trevo now, which is where we're going to finish it for today.
Take it back. You can't go back. Take it back. You can't go back. Take it back.
Up and down. We're going to go in to the car park here. Short but sweet. Hope you enjoyed the trip. See you on the next one. See you. Where am I to be you? And there we go, ladles and jelly spoons. Fantastic. That was really good. I enjoyed it myself. I'd only finished cutting it today, and I enjoyed it as well. I watched it on my big iPad there. It's the first time I've seen it all the way through. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was the drive around from LaCaleta. If you want to see more drive arounds, there is a playlist on my channel. Go to @TimothyDowd, and you can go to the channel and hit playlists. And there's plenty of playlists down there. One of them is called Drive Arounds, and you should see most of them there. Or just search for Drive Around LWMST, and that should find all of those as well. So if you want me to drive somewhere, I've told you before, but I'll say it again. All you need to do is to go on a Google Maps, give me a start and an end location, and then it'll do the route. And if you want to change the route, you can pull it round and all that, you see. And then at the end you say share, and then send me the link to the route, and I'll do that route for you. So if you want to see a place, or you want to see a hotel, or you want to see an area, just let me know. Don't send me too far, like Santa Cruz or the north or something like that, because I usually do them in the afternoons, and I need to get back to cook for Chris. But there you go. So we're hotting up in here now. Sun's gone down, so I'm actually going to turn the other camera off to save battery. So we're going to solo this one. Oh, solo mio. And I'll do that whilst everybody's watching the other thing. So, let me see what you guys have been saying. Gigging. Great video. Thanks, Johnny. Very good. Thank you. How's your day been? The day's been pretty good, actually. But as I said, we had a slight emergency and just before I came out, where I had to go and sort something out. And but I eventually left on time, but it didn't give me much time to go live, so I was 5 minutes late going live. Love the drive arounds, thanks Anne. Martin Voss, Thumbs up. Thanks, really impressive. Thank you. Hope you're going to like the drone footage in a minute. Oh, and Craig's on August whaling is. Hi, mate. Just booked for the 21st of January. You mentioned this morning, or was it yesterday, that there was streaming on the drone, and I can't find it. So if you know more than I do, please let me know. I know that Mini 2 does it, and I know the Mavic does it, but not the Mini 3 Pro with the built-in RC remote control. Vinny, fly over the park, the pass strip and hotel. I always stay there. I'm not really allowed to fly over buildings and photograph them. I can fly over buildings to get somewhere, but I can't like go in the middle of town and set up the drone. I know a lot of people do, but I can't. So I tend to fly out to sea mostly, and not over crowds. In fact, you're not really allowed to fly over crowded beaches either. But I sort of bend the rules, but stay within the thoughts of the law, you know. Maybe not the letter. So I can't really send a drone up in the middle of Park La Pass, unfortunately. When I feel a little bit more confident, maybe I can do it, but at the moment I just don't want to sort of like risk my license doing something that I'm not sure is 100% legal. Although who's going to stop me, you know? But that's the whole point of this channel, is integrity. You got to do the right thing when nobody's watching. So there you go. Hey Michelle, how are you? Evening Pearson's Adventures. Did a week's walking. Well done. I did actually. I walked every day, didn't I? Wow. I think I deserve a beer, don't you? This is the new one. Oh, Chris is on the computer because she got a new book credit today, because we get one a month. She got a new book credit today, so she's on the computer. I hope she's not online checking up on me. Are you checking up on me? Are you checking up on me? Are you checking up on me? Okay, so we got 107 people watching, so I'm going to play you the drone footage. How's that? You want to see the drone footage? You can probably hear music in the background. The good news is there's music here and music there, so they're mixed. So the computer won't be able to pick one out of the other ones, which is good. Laws are very relaxed with the sub-25. They are relaxed, but the Spanish laws are pretty strict, that you're not allowed to take off if somebody's within 50 meters of you, which I actually didn't do today. But I made sure nobody was around me when I took off. But when I was trying to land again, there were people around me. The one I'm going to show now isn't from today. It's when I did the Del Duque to Moonlight Bar walk. Or was that today? No, Del Duque to the Winchester, that's right. Del Duque to Winchester and back. That's when I did this drone footage you're going to see now. Today I did the Winchester to the Moonlight Bar, and I did a little bit of drone footage, and the very last scene of this one is actually from today. So the wide shot of everything, that was actually from today. But I'm going to go out of the weekend. Applause, thank you very much. I'm going to go out the weekend and just do a bit more, and next week I'm definitely going to do the Casafuerte one, because they do tours between 10 and 2. So I've actually got to organise a day when I go on a walk. But the problem is that if I go on a walk too early, when I get back late, Christina's in bed all day, basically. So I'm going to pick a day when she's going to stay in bed till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And there are days when she fancies it, but I always get her up. But I'm going to give her a sort of a treat and say, look, on Thursday next week, you stay in bed. You can go to bed late, so you can watch TV, or you can stay up late, and then go to bed, and then don't get up till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because I'm going to go for a walk in the morning, and then at 10 o'clock I'm going to go and do the vlog, not live, from Casafuerte, and I'm going to take the big camera and the drone and the 360 camera, and then I'll edit that and show you that on Friday, hopefully. So if it's a Thursday shoot, hopefully I'm done by Friday, but it might be the Friday afterwards, but that's not bad. So let's see, guys, what you're saying. The laws are very relaxed. We did that one. I'd laugh if she came on the comments. Oh, Chris, she won't comment. She'll just wait behind the door with a rolling pin. Just how to use common sense and do a quick risk assessment, Tim. You know, you're probably right. I did that today. So when I get more confident in my abilities to fly, because also when I'm out at sea, I don't really have to worry about flying sideways and stuff. So I always do a pre-flight check of heights of things, and so I don't have to worry about it. I did a test today as well about flying towards a tree, and actually the drone missed it. So I flew straight at a tree today, and the drone's sensors sensed it and went round it. I thought it was fantastic. So I'm getting a bit more with that, and I'm going to also try the tracking. I'm going to go to a place in the car. I'm going to launch the drone from the car roof and then drive the car along the coast. So I've got to find a place where it's pretty quiet, and so watch out for that one. That'll probably be the last one because it'll probably fly away and everything. But there you go, we'll see. I doubt anyone will follow the rules 100%. Sorry, I've been busy over the December, Tony, and I will meet you, Josie and the Pussycats. Cool dudes. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for coming back. Hi, I'm Mr. Lover, says Tracy. Okay. Drones are cool, might get one, says Johnny Vlogger. If you do, I really do recommend the DJI Mini 3 Pro because it flies itself. And I shall show you now the ones I did from Del Duque. So I'm going to mute myself now and show you the drone, and then I'm going to dismount the this camera, that camera, because I just don't want to waste the batterio. And don't forget, ladles and jelly spoons, you're watching Freaky Friday. So thank you for that. I noticed all your comments there. Thank you so much for that. Next time, can you wear a big hat, bright shirt so we can see you long? Says Vinny. Great footage, everybody's saying thank you so much. Your drone footage is really impressive, thank you. And you know, all the ones with me in it, that was automatic. There's a thing called master shots, I think I've said it before, where you just pick a subject and then press a button and it does like 4 or 5 different things. So it'll do the droney backwards, then it'll pan round you near, then it'll pan round you far, then it'll go up, and then it'll spin round, and then it'll come back down. So, and then it'll show it's really excellent. It really does run itself. Now, there's a lot more people arrived now, so it's going to get louder. But because I've got my microphone on, if you've watching Andrew's lives at the airport, I think he's got his gain too high on the microphone. What he should do is turn it down. I'll message him tomorrow if he needs any help setting his gain. But he's clipping a lot because he's shouting above the wind as well. But the microphone really the gain needs to be lower on his thing. I'm not sure what phone he's got, so maybe it's just a problem with his settings. But basically I found that this system that I use, if I do minus 12 dB, then it's perfect. Doesn't matter what the weather's like or the wind's like or anything. So I think that's the only problem. So I really enjoy the flight ones that he's doing, and but it's just the sound. I can't watch too long because of the sound. So if you're similar to me, let him know, and I'll go and give him some tips if he fancies that. I've just noticed that the camera here is a little bit misty, so I'm just gonna. Oh. See me sweaty boobs. So cool dudes, sweaty boobs. There you go. You don't get that on a vlog all the time, do you? iPhone 13. I think okay, if it's an iPhone, then he should put it at least minus 12 or minus 15 decibels on his. I don't know what system he's got. I can't tell on the system. Is it a DJI? I'd be scared in case it went in the sea, says Vinny. Actually, if you spend an extra 85 euros a year for 2 years, I think it is, you get an insurance, and the insurance is against damage and everything, but it's also against flyaways. So if you're flying it, and it'll, as long as it's not your fault, as long as you don't fly it into the sea, which you can't because it's got sensors on the bottom, so when it comes down, it'll tell you. But if you're like 1.5 meters above and a 2 meter wave comes, then you've had it. So as long as it's not your fault, if it just like something happens and it flies away and you can't get it anymore, they send you a new drone. And sometimes you've got to pay 300 euros for it, but it's an 800 euro drone, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Tracy, yes, that was witty boobs. There you go. Yeah, I watched a bit of Andrew at the airport. It was too windy. It was too windy, I think. But I think he can change it. I think if he just turns the gain down on his microphone, then the dead kitten thing here will take care of the wind, and he doesn't even need to shout. I mean, I'm not shouting now, even though it's quite loud here. It's because and he's got it right underneath his shirt as well, like that, and it really needs to be on the middle of his chest because it's a unidirectional mic. So I should do that. But I'll text him tomorrow. Stephen says, great views. I bought a cheap one to check the roofing and gutters. Unfortunately, it flew off into the woods, never to be seen again. As long as it's a cheap one. Paul Scarth, yeah, we noticed for a while on Andrew's new mics. You can tell the mics were clipping the audio. Andrew's a little stubborn at times when it comes to listening, though. Have people told him before? Okay, I'll give him a call anyway. See what happens. So I really pride myself on being the best audio on the island. I had mine 2 miles out at sea, following a boat, squeaky bum time, but didn't have to worry as it came straight back with 20% battery. Yeah, I actually sent it out to a boat, mine, and it's the first time that it went, what's it called? Return to home. I think I showed that 2 weeks ago. There you go. He's going again tomorrow with Laura. Yeah, I don't have time to talk to him tomorrow. I'll message him tomorrow, but I think maybe he just needs to turn the gain down and on his receiver. Oh. Oh, Tenerife, you're the best. Thank you so much. And you're watching Freaky Friday. See, I'm the only one that does that as well. You know, I got a magazine show in the palm of my hand. I have a magazine show in the palm of my hand. What I should do though is get it ready the day before, because I'm really rushing on a Friday to get it all finished. And I've got more drone footage that I wanted to show you guys, but I didn't render it out with the correct color or anything by the time I had to leave. So what I really should do is to do more footage during the week, and then on Wednesday start putting it together, finish it on Thursday, do the timing and everything, and then do the magazine show on Friday. So that's, I'm not going to do that, am I? That's too much like organisation, isn't it? You know me, seat of the pants, last minute Tim. That's what they say. Best story in the island, Charlie, thank you so much. Is Andrew starting plane spotting? I think what he's doing is taking cars to the airport, because he's very busy at the moment, and whilst he's there, he's got to pick other ones up, and he's waiting for other people. So I think it's, I mean, I don't know, I'm just, but I think it's basically he's there anyway, and also I think he's seen that a lot of people like that type of thing. So it's another market basically to go in and get thousands of views on YouTube. Wow, Harry Shaw. Just popped to say hello, Marian's watching though. I'm watching through the Breeders' Cup from America, regards. Thank you so much, Harry. That is a very generous donation. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you two guys again. And, you know, you've got a special place in our hearts, you guys. You really do have a special place in our hearts. I met a guy today at the supermarket, and his wife is watching, and she's looking after a poorly cat. The cat's very old and it's a bit poorly, and he said to say hello, so I reminded myself using Siri, and I have to, and I hope I get this right, I think it's spelt with a CH, but it's spelled there with SH. It's shout out to Shamad on the balcony, and is Archie okay? So Shamad, if you're watching, thank you so much for being a long-term friend of ours. Otra?
Otra más.
Sí, por favor.
Vale, señor.
Gracias. Got to be quick with when the waitress comes, Sandra. But thank you so much for watching. And I think I'm going to meet George on Monday. I think he's coming to Meetup Monday. If anybody else wants to come to Meetup Monday, don't forget to go to timothydowd.com and register on the site. So all you got to do is put an email in and how many people are coming, and that just lets us know what type of table to reserve. And if you don't do that and you turn up, we can still organise it. It's never that full. But I'd like to really know, because if 0 people come, then Chris will just say, I'm not going. You know, so that's the way she's looking at that. So it's very important that you register, because then Christina will definitely come. Cool dudes. So, Shamad, that's cool. Oh, that was so quick. Demasiado rápido.
Demasiado, señor, perdón. Take your time.
Oh, I can't take my time. I'm alcoholic.
Is this a marathon?
A marathon, yeah. Oh, there you go. I like plane spotting when I watch the airlines live channel. It's very good if you like planes. There you go. Karaoke later, Johnny. Always watch airlines live as well as Manchester Airport. Brilliant channel they have. Cool dude. So yeah, so basically it's a market that he's not in yet. So that should go well for him, especially if it's on the side, because he's there anyway delivering and picking cars up. Working a show tonight. And Neil saying, I like Tim and Andrew. I hope they're both supportive of each other's channels. You know, we met each other through the Craicmaster and we became the 3 amigos, but we sort of drifted apart. It's not a problem. We drifted apart, but we still chit chat, but we're not best buddies, you know, so it's not as if I've asked him to come on the show, and he's very busy, he says, and so he's not going to do that, and he's never invited me on his. So it's not a problem. It's not a problem. He does what he does, and I do what I do. And I was going to say never the twain shall meet, but no, there's no animosity or anything. It's just like we're two different lives. We're two different types of people. So if you like Tenerife, I think you get a little bit from me, and you get a lot from. I mean, if you want to do touristy stuff, then Andrew's channel is perfect because he goes out, he eats out all the time. He's going on walks all the time. It's a really good channel for people who want to come here and have a good holiday, and especially because he's young, and they go to all the young places and stuff. So he's got followers that would never actually come and listen to me droning on for an hour. Droning on, do you get that? Huh? For an hour, especially when we're serious on Balcony Banter. You want to come back to if you've stopped watching Balcony Banter for whatever reason, you want to come back because we turn it into a bit of a Q&A now. We've promoted Juliani's channel, so don't forget to go over and support her. And her channel is the first Wednesday of each month. So if you want a serious conversation, the first Wednesday of each month, go to Juliani Nendel's channel. The other 3 Wednesdays is a bit of fun on the balcony. Back to Balcony Banter as it was with me and Chris, but we're just doing like Q&A and spontaneous stuff. So if you are a long-term, don't bother with Balcony Banter, it's too serious, come back to us and also nip over to Juliani's channel because we're making that light as well, but or interesting at least. So please do that. So come back to Balcony Banter is what we're saying. Neil Lewis is saying, don't know if you already know when you do track your car with the Mini 3 Pro, 22 miles per hour is the maximum speed for tracking with the Mini 3. I did notice that. There's a guy I follow, I think he's Scandinavian, I think he's from Denmark, and he was doing that, and he was saying that there's 45 kilometers, I think it is, an hour. So yeah, no, I won't be speeding. I won't be on the motorway. I'll make sure I'm on sort of a mountain road with plenty of space to the left of me going that way, or plenty of space to the right of me going that way. But I also want to track from the top and behind, and try one tracking from the front. But you can't really do it on the roads that we've got here. I'd have to really plan that, and maybe take somebody with me. Maybe my neighbour Jeff would like to come. He's interested in drones as well. But you're right, thanks Neil. Vinny says, I read an article about a man who made a rug out of his dog. How can any pet owner do that crazy? The dog's hair, not the dog itself. Meet up Monday, Tony, and I can go through. Tony and I can. I'll read that again. Meet up Monday, Tony and I. Can you go through that again? Definitely. That was perfect. That was really perfect. In fact, we'll just get more. We'll just get more alcohol in the thing. That was it. Thanks for the explanation, Tim. See you in 3 weeks. See you. Actually, Neil, if you're staying at the Mind Hotel, I wouldn't mind going up to the top floor and having a beer. I know it's expensive, but if you're a resident there, we can just go and put it on your room. And Craig saying, just WhatsApp you, hopefully it may work regarding the live stream. Oh, okay. I'm going to look. I'm on a do not disturb, so it didn't ping through, but I can go and get it. Charlie Diamond. Oh, yeah, if you didn't see the walk this morning, I met a little lad called Charlie who was really enamoured with the drone, and I interviewed him. So he is so cute. And Charlie, if you're watching and you've subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for a fantastic conversation this morning, and your mum should be really proud of you, and your dad, of course. Let me just see. Photo. I believe they click on the 3 dots, go to transmission, then live stream platform RTMP. You know, if you're on a phone, that works, but if you're on the RC controller, it didn't work the last time I looked, because yeah. Well, I've seen a couple of YouTube videos, but it's not for the Mini 3 with the RC controller. But I will check it when I get home. Immediatamente. Thanks for your explanation, Tim. Seeing with your mind, you know that one. Watch Andrew's channel, but can't understand why he's distanced himself from other vloggers. He hasn't really distanced himself from other vloggers. I think he's just very busy. and he doesn't do collaborations. He collaborated with the Macmaster at the beginning to promote his business, as did Dan. Yeah, that was the whole point. I was the newsman during COVID, and then Andrew took that over, and basically it's. There's no animosity. It's just we're just different people. You know, when you sort of say, if we weren't Brits or Irish in Tenerife, we'd probably never meet each other. You know what I mean? So sometimes you're thrown together in an area and you think you should be friends, but basically, you know, I mean, what Scouser wants to be friends with a Manc? You know. So don't worry about it. We don't hate each other, put it that way. Matt Armstrong YouTube is also good at like cars. Good. Watch Andrew's channel. There you go. Love what Matt Armstrong. I don't like cars really. Local Hero. Good evening, Tim. Keep up the good work on your channel. Thank you, Local Hero. If you want to let me know what your real name is, then I can call you by your real name. And I hope I can remember. Jen, my Wednesdays have been super busy lately, but caught BB catch up. Some great insights on combo. Everyone should check it out. If you fancy coming over to us and eating, even if you don't want to be on camera, offer is still on. I'll pick you up. You got to get a taxi back. And love the drive and your choice of music. Thank you. I actually use Epidemic Sound, and I'm actually going to be blatantly, what's the word? I'm going to be blatant now. If you follow the link in the description of this video and you register for Epidemic Sound for a free month, and then afterwards, if you pay €13 a month, you can use any of the songs, sound effects, stings, whistles, bells, everything there, in your YouTube videos with no copyright strikes at all, guaranteed. You can do them on YouTube, Facebook, podcasting, Twitters, anywhere you want. So if you're into something like that and creating content and you need music, that's it. The other thing is, it's also a great way to find new music that is not the typical run-of-the-mill, you know, what everybody wants to listen to, because all the independent stuff goes on there as well. You know, the ones that are not picked up by the big labels and stuff. So I think €13 a month is a good price, especially because you're buying the license to use the music as well, completely, in private or commercial projects. So really do check it out, Epidemic Sound. There's plenty of other ones you can go to, but I think Epidemic Sound, they have the best way of finding stuff, because you put in a genre, you put in beats per minute if you want, you put in the duration, and it'll filter everything for you. Then when you listen to a song it's not quite right, you just press show me similar ones, and that is a fantastic action you can do. And there's a free, sign up anyway because it's free, and you get it free for a month, and then you don't have to cancel. It just stops after a month, so there's no danger of you automatically paying anything. So just sign up with no credit card and for the month and check it out. Epidemic Sound. I think I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'll tell you on Monday. But yeah, check it out. And if you use my link in the description here, if you do end up buying one, I get a kickback. I get a free month. So you're saving me €13 a month every time somebody subscribes. There you go. Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing, Tim. On was excellent. Top bloke as well. Thank you very much. Can you vlog an update to the F1 track, Tim? I've not heard anything yet. I really want to do that, but I think Andrew's going to be quicker than me. He's got his finger on the pulse as well, and Dan as well. He will have his finger on the pulse. I've not heard anything, and I don't read the British press here, and I read the Ayuntamiento in Adeje, which is, and of course F1's not going to be in Adeje. It's going to be in Guimar, I think. Guimar. But we shall see. We're coming up to the hour, but I'm enjoying myself. So we got 109 people still watching. I'll message you. Absolutely up to that. Cool dude. Neil Lewis, Epidemic Sound is a fantastic deal. It is. Periquito, Simon, the Los Cristianos real estate guy, knows exactly where the track is. If you don't know where it is, Tim. In fact, I'm waiting on a call from Simon to see if we can do something with real estate and my cameras and drones and stuff, but he's been pretty busy lately. Epidemic and Ben Sounds are two of the best options out there, says Paul. Fantastic. Niels just said, more than welcome, Tim. We'll email you. You are welcome to the free water stations throughout the hotel. I'll bring a bowl. Love the drive. And your choice of music, says Anne. Okay, we're going backwards now. Cool dudes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you that the place is hotting up. The restaurant behind us and this restaurant is filling up. People are coming for dinners now. It's 7 o'clock, which means that Christina will also be wanting dinner. It's pitch black now, so I got to walk home and see that. Is there going to be an F1 track in Tenerife, Shelley? Yes, it's in Guillemar, and it's been on the cards for quite a while. I think it's been on the cards longer than the train to the south. So I think they'll both happen at the same time, or not, as the case may be. I did read something today on Google, which I'll just tell you now. Google, here we go. Bank of England, no prices. It's to do with Spain and the visa for digital nomads. Spain, digital nomad. Because there was a thing. Spain passes startups and digital nomads law. There you go. Here we go. Digital Nomad Visa Spain 2020, how it works, complete guide. So planetnomad.com if you're interested in becoming a digital nomad. So if you can work from home or on the internet without having to go into the office, then this is the thing for you, because basically you don't pay. Well, I'm preempting it now, but you don't pay the same tax if you're working completely for a company that's outside of Spain and just living here. So you can stay longer than the 90 days. So if you want to come over for the winter as a Brit, all you got to do is to join the digital nomad visa, which means you've got to work from home on something, and that can be anything. And my sister owns doesn't own, but works with a company that allows people to work online anywhere in the world. So let me know if you're interested in that, and I'll send her your names. Although not fully approved, the project is already underway, but it now is approved. Bring you fresh information. Okay, I'll put a link up here and in the description as well of information. But I saw that today that they finally passed it. Oh my God. Save draft. I got 14 emails from somebody. Instant Audible. Oh, it's Christina ordering audiobooks. I'd like to thank, by the way, everybody that has anonymously donated on PayPal for Christina's audiobooks. I know that we don't use all the money for the audiobooks because she'll be reading till 2015, but we do like the anonymous donations that you send to PayPal. We get 100% of that, and also it goes to paying for the channel, paying for the data, paying for this system that allows me to do split screens and stuff like that. And so I really do appreciate that. Thank you. MyFitnessPal, YOLO Live, okay, and the crypto purchase. Okay, so that's been done now. I think we're now finished for the hours up, and I gotta go home. So just find out what you guys are saying. Real estate guy, we did that one. Charlie, I think it was only going to be a test track. Apparently the winter testing track being funded by Italians. Just a reminder, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, out of here. See you, Carl. They were saying to Carl, Alan, so you wouldn't want to be, a chance would be a fine thing. Need to get one of those virtual robots who walk around, work, and do my patrols remotely. Anybody else? Alexa just said anytime to Tim's thanks. There you go. So, ladles and jelly spoons, it's Tim Dowd for Living with MS in Tenerife. A fantastic Freaky Friday, and I hope to see you soon. I'll have more drone footage next Friday and another drive around. If you want me to go somewhere specific, let me know. Just nip over to timothydowd.com and press the contact button or send me an email, me@timothydowd.com. If you want to join in, you can join in on Wednesdays. That's Balcony Banter. You go to timothydowd.com/live, and yeah, everything else is a given. Meet up Monday, very important. Register. We will be there. George is probably coming, 95% he said, and we'll interview George Waters on Monday, and Christina will be there, and I'll be there, and we'll have a few tapas. If you're on the island, come around and say hello. Get the 473 towards Los Gigantes, and get off in Kawasaki. We're right upstairs by the bus stop. Okay, so Google thinks you might like this one next. And also, if you want to support the channel using PayPal, go to our wedding photo. If you want to subscribe for free, you can do it right here. And I'll put the merchandise in this corner here. Tim Dowd for Living with MS in Tenerife on Freaky Friday, saying see ya. Would wanna be ya. 10,000, 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, 6,000.